Hey guys, so I finally decided to make a video on what are NFTs. This will give you just a very basic understanding, if anything, on NFTs. Sort of like an intro to NFTs. So if you've noticed, I've started making videos on NFTs while I've also talked about metaverse and real estate, and you know what? They are related. In real estate, it has to do with homes and home ownership. So first thing with NFTs, I would say the main usefulness for all these different types of NFTs that you might see is that it authenticates ownership, just like the deed to your house. In this case, it is digital ownership. And no, you can't just right click and save an NFT because NFTs are on the blockchain and people can go in and see who really owns the NFT. The blockchain, as simple as I can explain it, acts like a ledger. It stores your NFT information on what we call blocks, and then all the other blocks around it, they store that information as well, hence the blockchain. And so you can't really just manipulate one block, you'd have to manipulate them all. And that's why it's known as a trustless system, as it is impossible to hack. But note, you can still get scammed if you're not careful with your NFT wallet. So guys, be careful of any links you might click. So there, I just mentioned the first two things that make NFTs NFTs. First thing, it authenticates ownership. Second thing, it's a trustless system, impossible to hack. And my third thing in explaining NFTs is that it has limitless possibilities, which is why it's kind of a bit hard to explain NFTs as we're still at the infancy. Just like when internet first came out, when it was just a web page you can read on, just sort of like a yellow pages, you can't do much, just read the words on a web page. But now it's grown to so much more. Social media, videos, it's so interactive. So that's kind of where NFTs are at its infancy. They have just started as profile pictures with not much use, but what piques my interest are the utility cases for NFTs and the collectability portion of NFTs. Some of my other videos have highlighted some possible use cases for NFTs, and I'm learning new projects that are pushing the barrier for how NFTs can be used. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out some of my other videos on NFTs. So what makes the utility in NFTs are the smart contracts in the NFT itself. I like the explanation of NFTs are like a blank piece of paper. It can be useless, but it also can be worth a lot. You can make art on paper, you can make binding contracts on paper. So imagine a piece of paper you can't replicate, that you can authenticate. The possibilities are endless. Just some examples, real estate is now being sold as NFTs. Shout out to Proppy, they have just sold the second property as an NFT out in Florida. People and companies are using NFTs for tickets now. Gary Vee is running conferences and all his NFT holders have free attendance to his conference for the next 3 years. My wife and I were just in Vegas the other day and the Jabberwockies were selling tickets as NFTs. So those are just a few real life examples of the utilities NFTs can have. Aside from utilities, there is also the collectability portion of NFTs, which some people are using to collect, some people are looking to make money and flip the NFTs. These collectors are similar to those who collect basketball cards, Pokemon cards, watches, coins, you name it. So there are hundreds of NFT projects. Some are just art, one-of-one artworks from artists, and others have a collection of NFTs. So in these collections, they can be a collection of pictures, they can be a collection of images that are randomly generated. So one way I would describe a lot of these projects is that they are trying to create a brand, just like Pokemon, Star Wars as a brand. So if you purchase an NFT from a project, they are hoping it is an early version of Nike, Star Wars, Pokemon, some big brands. So one way you can think about it, it's like the platform of Kickstarter. It's like the next step up from Kickstarter, because if you purchase a NFT from the project, they can use their funds to hopefully grow the brand, grow the community, grow the project, and maybe one day that NFT or that NFT project can be on par with some of the big brands like Marvel, like DC. Maybe one day that one-of-one artist will be famous and their NFTs will skyrocket in value and you'll be able to sell your NFT for profit. I feel like there are a large amount of people in the NFT market looking just to make the next quick buck. CryptoPunks and Bored Ape Yacht Club are a couple examples of top NFT projects out right now that have really rose to the top. The cheapest NFT project for a Bored Ape Yacht Club is in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, when you could have minted it or bought it at the beginning for just a couple $100s. So this is just a sliver of what NFTs are like. This is not meant to be in-depth or comprehensive at all. Hopefully it gives you a little introduction into the world of NFTs. I love to encourage more people to learn about NFTs and learn about it as early as possible, as I believe NFTs will be a huge part of our lives in the future. To learn more, I suggest you make a Twitter and search Twitter, as NFTs are heavy in the Twitter space. I suggest you look up YouTube videos on cryptocurrency and NFTs. And of course, like and subscribe my channel. I hope to share NFT projects that I find to have great long-term utility, or projects that are changing the game of NFTs. I'm not really one of those looking for a quick flip. This isn't that kind of channel. Let me know if you have any questions on NFTs, or if you know of certain projects that I should cover. See you guys next time.